Anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
Okay, what you saying, people, and welcome back to another live stream. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you all had a good weekend and all that good stuff. Like always, guys, can take a look at the Forex market, see what's going on as well, Forex and other markets that you guys request. We'll see what's going on in the markets today, see if you've got any trades coming up. Again, any markets you guys are looking at, feel free to share. We'll take a look at them together. Feel free to leave them in the comments. If you haven't already, check out my Telegram group. I post different trading setups there throughout the week, so feel free to go check that out as well. And if you are looking for a broker, recommended IC Markets over there, and my affiliate link is there with it as well. So feel free to check that out. Hey Lewis, how are you doing? Welcome back to the stream. Hope everyone's doing well. Again, guys, any pairs you're looking at, feel free to share or take a look at them. I'm currently installed in 2 positions from last week, pound CHF and pound JP, no, not pound JPY, sorry, pound AUD, which are 2 trades that I did give out on the Telegram last week. So pound AUD, we gave this one out just before the market kind of closed on Friday. Well, not just before, but a few hours before. Entry was around here, stop loss above those highs. So kind of just really hasn't gone anywhere too much from the price, but we're starting to see some momentum coming down in the market. So it is starting to look interesting here for pound AUD. Currently short on this one and looking for push down into 1.84 for this one. I think we can go further, but I think that'll probably be like my first major target, which also, if I jump to the 4H, does line up with this area here quite nicely as well. So we'll be looking at this area. Let me just add a bit. So yeah, we'll be looking at that area mainly, which is kind of between 1.84 and 1.84200. So that's what I'll be looking at for this trade. Potentially could see it go a lot further. But we'll see as the things goes along, because we well could come back to this area, start rejecting it, and then turn to the upside. And if that's the case, I want to cut the trade there, take that profit and move on, rather than hang on to it and try and see if I can get that move when it's not actually there. So yeah, currently in pound AUD, also pound CHF as well, looking for some shorts. This one I got in over here on that candle, stop loss above there. This one's been moving sideways quite a lot. This one's been moving sideways quite a lot, but I think we're starting to see some momentum coming back in to the downside. Did take some profit when we got here. This was the first TP for pound CHF, this area here. But overall looking for a push back down into these lows. Again, not expecting pound CHF to get that, but if we do get there, we'll be looking to hang the trade on. I do have this second area in mind, which potentially price can now go test this area, break through it, come into here, maybe reverse. So overall looking for a push into 1.23, but there's some areas there that will be looking to see if the market will reverse from, potentially turn bullish again. So I do have to keep an eye out for that. But yeah, currently in this pound CHF short. So we'll see how this one gets going, being in both these since last week. Again, looking to see if we can get a nice swing out of them. GU and EU sure thing as always. Hey MJ, how are you doing? Welcome back to the stream. Yeah, sure, no problem. Euro CHF, that one worked out quite well, didn't it? It actually went past what I was expecting Euro CHF to head to. We had this massive drop to the downside there, as you can see. I don't know if you were in the trade for that one. But yeah, that was a really nice dump, which I was not expecting, to be fair. I was just expecting, because you can see the market here, the way it's moving, it's very corrective, and it's really lacking momentum. So I was expecting the market to continue bearish, but I think it was going to find some support around here, but nope, just broke straight through that. So if you were in the trade for that, that'll be a really nice catch there. Could you please look at GJ? Yeah, sure thing. GJ is also a pair that is on my watch list as well for some shorts, but currently I am in 2 pound pairs. So if there is a setup, I probably will still post it on my Telegram, but I don't think I'll take it, just because I don't want to overexpose myself to pound pairs, and just in case something happens late in the week, pound news, I don't know, it could sabotage all of those trade opportunities. So yeah, I am looking at pound JPY, so maybe if I can get both my trades to break even, then I'll be looking at pound JPY a lot more. But the price action, what in terms of price action we're seeing is very nice. A little bit choppy, but it's nice enough to make sense of it and what pound is trying to do. You can see on the daily, yes, it's a little bit choppy, but overall we still do have this bearish trend here intact, and I'm still expecting another swing to the downside for pound JPY. The market looks like to be still putting in these lower highs, so you can see a lower high there, second lower high, excuse me, and a third lower high there as well. So I do think the market is getting ready to drop to the downside, or at least come back, test some price support here. It might not break through it, but I think it will come back and retest this kind of zone of 152,600. So yeah, I'm expecting another drop here for pound JPY. A little bit of a trend line going on here as well, which is nice. So essentially, as long as if pound JPY can hold below that trend line there, I'm seeing a test of this area. We may well come back and test it again, but as long as we stay below, looking for shorts. So yeah, pound JPY looking for shorts. We've seen some nice price action yesterday. We took this push to the upside, consolidated a little bit, pushed again during the Asian session. We saw the drop. So now we're back underneath this, and I want to see if price can come back and retest this of broken support, now time resistance. Put some wicks to the upside, and then we can catch some shorts from around here and have like a short sort of trading opportunity like this, or stops above that zone. And kind of targets back down at that support. So that's kind of the idea I've got going for pound JPY. We also do have the support here on the left as well. So you can see prices respected it quite well recently, but essentially looking for a break and retest of that to take this to the downside. You can see where the real momentum is in the market. This with the bears, really big drop there, another big drop. Here's very corrective price action. So we know that we want to be taking those sells rather than taking those buys. So overall, looking for sells for pound JPY. Hopefully we can get a nice retest of that area 153,700 ish, around there, and then targets 152,500. Nice psychological level there as well. So yeah, sells for pound JPY. Most JPY pairs are looking good actually. Nice. Okay, so you let the trade run. Nice, well done. Making sure that you're excuse me, my throat's so dry today. But yeah, letting those trades run. Make sure that on average your profits are at least double what you're losing. Yeah, that's a very good thing to take into account if you really want to stake for it over a long period of time, because it's all well and good banking a nice trade, but then overall, if your profits are still equal or lower than your losses, it's going to be very difficult for you to push through. So yeah, well done for letting those trades run. But yeah, pound JPY is still looking good, and pretty much a lot of JPY pairs are getting ready to sell off, I think. CAD JPY are also looking good. You can see a bit of bearish price action this morning, quite an aggressive push to the downside there. Well, kind of started over the Asian session and gained some strength coming into London. But yeah, all these JPY pairs, I think they're all very much getting ready to sell off again, or if they're not ready selling off. We do have this support here. You can see prices put wicks into this area, strong reaction to the upside, but now we're trading back underneath this level, and we've seen that really nice bearish reaction this morning. So I'm guessing CAD JPY is just going to continue bearish as long as it stays below this zone. If it breaks back above this zone, then we might push up further, maybe look for a reversal to the upside. But right now, with the momentum, with the wicks forming, everything is lining up to tell us that we do have a very good probability that CAD JPY will continue bearish. So I would say only looking for shorts for this one. The only way I would look for longs is, like I said, if we break above this zone, use it as support. That's the only way I'll look for long opportunities. If not, we remain with this price action here, or at least just remain under this, looking for shorts to take this lower. We did see quite a nice sell off there, and again, that one did happen quite quickly. So unless you entered up here, probably a lot of people would have missed this opportunity, like myself as well. So looking for a kind of a pullback now. We do have this support here, which price broke through, never got the continuing to the downside here. I still do see the market continuing to the downside, back down to around this area here, which is what is that, 88,800. So we still do have a lot of mileage left to the downside for CAD JPY. That's about 140 pips there, so it's definitely a worthwhile opportunity to look out for. Just waiting for some nice pullback, and we can get involved in that one. But for me, CAD JPY looks like this week, maybe the next week as well, we could be seeing a lot of downside momentum. You can see all the wicks back into that zone there on the daily. That's all a good sign that the market's probably getting ready to melt. So yeah, looking at a push into 88,800. You can see the price action here, very, very impulsive, and I think we're just going to retrace that back into around this area here. So only looking for shorts, and like I said, as long as we stay below this zone, we are likely to fall to 88,800 or 89-ish, depending where the market finds support. But yeah, a little bit of a pullback needed, and then yeah, get ready to short this one. And this could be a really nice swing opportunity, one to let run potentially if it does play out. I sure will take a look at gold as well. Nice, got the same bias as well. Always good when you have the same bias. Hey Trends, how are you doing? I'm good, bro. I'm good. What trade I'm in today? I'm currently in pound CHF, still from last week. I can't remember what day it was. 18th. Was that Tuesday, Wednesday? I can't remember. But yeah, I entered this one last week. I'm still in this one here. It's gone a bit sideways, so it has tested my patience, but overall looking for sells for pound CHF back down to these lows here. Again, overall I'm not too sure if we actually will get to these lows, but I do have targets beforehand where if the market does give me signs of reversal, I will look to exit, before this level. But optimistic, trying to see if we can get a push into 1.23 down here for pound CHF, and also pound AUD as well. I'm also in that short there as well. This one I entered on Friday, stops above that prior high there. Price came into a really key area actually on the daily time frame, which I've been looking to sell from for some time. Ever since the market was doing this choppy price action, I was getting ready for the push back into this zone here. Really strong support, now turn resistance. You can see on the daily chart we were consolidating this area on the daily, put wicks either side, so that was telling me that all this bullish momentum here on the daily has run out of energy, starting to die out. So either we're just going to break through this area very impulsively, or we're going to come back down quite impulsively. So it's looking like the market was failing to break through, so I entered the short on Friday, and yeah, it looks like it's looking good. So hopefully we can see a push to the downside. This looks like it to be a nice lower high formation, so I'm expecting a push into 1.84200, which was this resistance here. Then hopefully we can probably take this one a lot further as well. Yeah, really trying to let the trades breathe, give them enough room to work with. So I don't, cut them off too early, and just to come back and see that the trades have continued, a lot further. So I'm trying to give them a bit more room to run. But yeah, pound AUD short, pound CHF short, £2 pairs, which normally I don't do, but because I entered pound CHF, I'm pretty sure it was a couple of days before pound AUD, or at least a day before, I decided to enter it. But if it was the same day, I wouldn't have entered the trade. Hey Chia, how are you doing? Selling USD CHF and AUD JPY. Nice. Well, I'm pretty sure most JPY pairs are getting ready for that dump to the downside. So if you're selling a JPY pair, it should be on the right side of the market. So I'm taking a look at AUD JPY, USD CHF. USD CHF, that one's been a bit tricky to sell because USD has been quite strong. But CHF has seen some strength here, and we might be seeing some downside. Again, USD CHF has seen quite a big push to the upside recently. We kind of consolidated for a few days and then exploded to the upside. With not much retracement. We did see a bit of retracement last week towards the end, but we kind of haven't really taken out those highs properly yet. So we're still in that resistance. You can look left here, price is still coming into this kind of area of resistance there. So we're at a nice area, 0.3200, where we can see USD CHF maybe start to come back down before maybe continue bullish or maybe reversing. But it's generally a nice area to get short there for USD CHF, I do have to admit. Yeah, it looks like a good opportunity. It's just a little bit risky in my opinion. I'd wait for a little bit more development there, but again, each to their own. It's looking good, nice price action here. Probably could expect this candle to go and fill that wick there if that momentum continues. And overall, we had a really nice on the hourly there, really nice break and retest of that kind of neckline here. So price was consolidating above that, broke through it. Looks like we're getting a retest of that. We might see some continuation. So yeah, UCCHF does look good. Just hoping for you that we can break out this kind of channel that we got going on here. If you can break out of that, then we should be seeing UCCHF really start to fall to the downside, and maybe we can start to see some weakness overall for the US dollar. But yeah, UCCHF, I do agree, really nice area to short. And if this does work out, you probably caught the top of the trade, the top of the trend potentially. So you could really look to, let this one ride for the rest of the week potentially, depending on your targets or what you're trying to do for the trade. But yeah, I do agree, nice area. UCHF is on my watch list for some shorts, but yeah, not in it any shorts for this one just yet. But if this one can continue, I will look to get in the retracement on the next low high somewhere to take this one lower. But yeah, UCHF looking good. ADJPY, that one's looking all right. That wick there, not the best, I do have to admit, but we are breaking and retesting this support here. So as you can see, price support in the market, nice move to the upside, broke through, kind of a false break here. Now we're retesting, you can see we're putting the wicks to the upside. So that is a really, really nice sign there. When market comes back into a key level and start to throw some wicks in the opposite direction, that is a really nice sign that we will probably get that dump to the downside there for ADJPY. The only thing is that we put quite a strong wick here to the downside, but that could just be the market getting ready to fill that wick and see some continuation. So not alarm bells just yet, but same bias as you, looking for that sell-off. We do have that support there, so hopefully this candle can pull back underneath it, retest that, and then see the dump, or form a lower high somewhere. But like I said, I agree, my bias is to the downside. We've thrown some really nice wicks on the 4H. I do think we will be getting ready to see some downside for ADJPY. Just hopefully we can go fill that wick there. But yeah, it's looking good, and as long as we stay below this, it's at 83 as well, really nice psychological level. As long as we stay below this level here, you should be seeing a nice sell-off there for ADJPY. Pound NZD, want to sell it? Yeah, pound NZD, on my weekly analysis I was talking about sales for pound NZD. I'm in pound AUD short, so pound AUD, pound NZD, they do move quite similar. So if my trade was to play out fully, then pound NZD should sell off as well. But yeah, pound NZD, I said on my weekly analysis that I'm looking for a push into this zone for price to come and test this as resistance, sorry. So yeah, we have price support here on the left. Price broke through it, and now we're testing that as resistance. So I'm looking for price to sell off now. We kind of just about tested it, so it's not the most convincing test in the world, but I do think price will be getting ready soon to sell off to the downside. You can see there on the hourly looking quite bearish as well. But yeah, I do expect to see pound NZD sell off. I'm going to be on the sidelines with this one because I'm already in pound AUD, so I don't know what's going on with my voice recently. Yeah, I'm not going to be in this one because obviously in pound AUD, very, very similar with pound NZD. But in terms of bias, in terms of where it is, in terms of looking to sell the position, 100% agree with you on that one. But yeah, just probably look for a good entry for this one, and you could see some shorts. And I said targets around this area here could be a nice target as a first place to aim for. Maybe even this resistance here on the left, never came back to retest it. That could be a fresh place to look to test, or down here as well. But yeah, as long as we stay below this, reject that a few times, I can see pound NZD coming down, especially after this nice bull run there. That could be a nice fake out, getting ready to sell off. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to do pound USD and Euro USD. Sorry, my bad, Lewis. But yeah, take a look at this one. So Euro USD, this was my weekly analysis, looking for a push down to 1.12, then looking for some longs. Price could still head down to 1.2. We're running out of steam right now though. So we'll see how that plays out. We did see a nice bullish candle there on Euro USD, but again, that bullish candle is not going to signify that price is getting ready to reverse. We do have to, appreciate and respect the fact that we have been in a very aggressive bearish trend. So we do need to see price give us a little bit more than that, showing us that we are stalling and getting ready to reverse. Again, I'm not really looking to short Euro USD. I know it's in a bearish trend. I know it's falling aggressively, but the way I trade here when the market's like this, I'm getting ready to take the reversal. Because normally that's the next impulsive move here. I do expect to see Euro USD start to run out of steam. It may continue down, it may continue down further, but the snap to the upside will be a worthwhile trade when it does happen, especially after a big move like this. So I'm looking for the Euro USD push to the upside, but again, it's much more riskier trade, so I'm going to wait for much more development and a much more, stronger price action before I do enter. But I did say before, in December weekly analysis, I'm looking for pushing to 1.12, so potentially might get there. GU, I'm pretty sure, is looking quite bearish. Yeah, GU is looking quite bearish. It fell to the downside quite aggressively and is still looking bearish, closing as a shooting star again there on the full H. So that might signify that we might see another push back down into those lows again over the next few hours or so. So yeah, pound USD looking a lot more bearish than Euro USD. You can see Euro pound is looking a little bit bullish, so that explains why that is happening. But I think Euro USD will probably roll over, follow pound USD, and see a push into 1.12. And maybe from around here we could turn bullish again. But yeah, there's nothing there for Euro USD. Pound USD, I said to myself that there could be some nice shorting opportunities if we can come back into this area. I really respect it today. Could probably look for an intraday swing into those lows and potentially hold on for a push into 1.33 down there as well. So that was an opportunity I'm looking for pound USD, but price hasn't really seen it as a deep of retracement that I was looking for. You can see we just about spiked into that area on the hourly time frame, but I wanted to see a much more retracement than that before I look to get involved. But whether we get that retracement or not doesn't really matter, because the market is still bearish and still likely to fall. So yeah, with the price action we're seeing now for pound, it's very much bearish. Expecting it to come and test these lows, probably take them out and see a push into the next psychological level, which is 1.33 down there. So yeah, if we do come back late in the day to retest this, great. We can be looking for entries on that break and retest to sell off again. But where I see this going is some new lows for pound USD and potentially 1.33, and Euro USD probably will roll over there as well. DXY, let's see how the DXY is looking. Okay, so yeah, DXY still looking bullish here. Nice push to the upside, like the Euro USD, nice and bearish engulfing candle. So we might see some retracement, but in the grand scheme of things, this one is still very, very bullish. We might come back for a retest of this area before continuing, but it does look like we will still push on. Daily close very, very strong. You can see not much wick rejection there on the daily as well. So momentum is still very much with the bulls, and we could see this push on a lot further as well. So yeah, Euro USD at best might come back down for retracement of that. I know we do have some US dollar news later today, so that might cause some impact. Whether it breaks the level or not, I'm not too sure. We'll obviously find out after the news has happened. But in terms of momentum, in terms of structure, in terms of price action here, we are still looking bullish. We might see some retracement back down to this area, but I think we'll probably just continue bullish from there. So if you are looking to get long on pounds USD, get long on Euro USD, I think we could be seeing those opportunities later this week, but not yet now. They're still looking too bullish. Well, DXY is still looking too bullish, and Euro USD and pound USD are looking too bearish to get long. So yeah, I will be keeping my eye out for that, but as of right now, there's nothing there yet. Nice, GSA. It's always good when we have the same idea and same bias as well. Hey Anita, what I think on gold? Sure thing. Okay, so yeah, gold actually collapsed the downside yesterday. Was not expecting that for gold. Really, really strong move. Again, we were expecting gold to see some downside because, of multiple reasons. We've seen such a big move. We're expecting price to retrace and also we were looking for a push back down into this area here, which is a key level 1830, which price broke through and never retested, not the week before, the week before that one. So we were expecting a retest of this area for price to go long, but you can see here yesterday's candle absolutely melted through that and broke through that very, very easily. So gold was looking very bearish yesterday, big collapse to the downside. We were looking for the shorts from this area here, which did give us a really, really nice move. But again, I was not expecting, if I did get a short on gold, I wouldn't have held it that long, because I wouldn't be expecting that move. But yeah, gold is pushed back into this kind of area here. You can see on the daily, this was the last resistance gold found before having that big move. Now we're coming back into these areas. So gold still looking bearish on close, then the 4H. We're coming into an area here, very nice area of demand, resistance and support that we could be seeing potentially gold take a breather from. It depends how the price action builds up, but for me, I'm not seeing much on gold right now. I do have to be honest. I think after a move like this, normally if I'm looking to trade it, I'll give it a few candles on the 4H, or maybe even a day or two for price to develop first, for gold to point the next direction of where it could be, whether that's continuing lower or looking to reverse back up, because now there's price action here where price might want to go fill that to the upside as well. So gold for me is coming to a nice area of demand where we could find support for a move up, but obviously we don't have enough price action yet confirming that we are going to get that move to the upside. Even looking at the hourly, still looking quite bearish as well. So I would say monitor price action in this kind of range between 1800 and 1885, which is that supply and demand on the left. See what happens here. If you can find support, start putting some wicks to the downside, double bottoms, maybe a break, a retest, head and shoulder, something like that. Head and shoulder like this with the left shoulder over there, head, right shoulder, something like that, or a double bottom to confirm that price is actually finding support here. And then you can potentially be looking for some longs to take this higher. If not, and we keep this price action, probably just melt further. And if that's the case, I would stay away from gold and wait for some cleaner price action to come along. So yeah, for me, I'll give gold probably a day or two to see what happens. Later, and if price can point the direction a little bit more. But if you are looking to get involved in gold, I'll just monitor price action in this area, specifically looking for buys, because we're coming to a strong demand area and we do have some price action. I do think price will come back and retrace. So yeah, looking for buys for gold in this area, and if we just keep the bearish momentum, we'll probably break through and we'll probably just leave gold alone there. So again, not much there. It's not like I can say to you guys, yeah, get ready for the buys, because I don't know what price action will give us. It's still very, very early doors, but maybe tomorrow I could come with some better analysis on gold. But right now, just monitor what happens here, and if we do start to look bullish, you can look for buys and take this higher. But as of right now, I'm not seeing any buying opportunities just yet, but I hope that did provide some help. We've also seen USD CAD fly to the upside recently. Again, I did say for this one, we probably will see some upside for USD CAD, since we did close above this area. But I know I was expecting price to at least retrace, confirm support first before it does that. But you can see, you don't always get what you ask for in the markets, and price just absolutely flew to the upside, and it's still actually flying to the upside quite aggressively today. Was looking for a push into this area this week for USD CAD, which price has actually almost hit that area already. I was looking for, because we closed above here on Friday, so I was looking for price to come back, kind of retest this area here and then get long. But we had this kind of consolidation yesterday, so it wasn't really clear what price was trying to do, and then we just took off to the upside and price is looking bullish. So didn't manage to get an opportunity on the long side of things for USD CAD. It's almost at my target for the week, so I don't think there's much point in me looking for any long opportunities. I'll probably rather price hit the target for the week and then see if we actually short it back down potentially if we do get price action, of course. So I think that's why I'll be looking for USD CAD now for some shorts around this area. Again, I do understand that the momentum's up to the upside, trend is bullish. But sometimes you can catch some really nice reversal trades if you can wait for the price action to develop first, and if you've got experience trading reversals. But if you're looking for buyers, I'll just wait for the pullback and take this one higher. But I'll be looking for sales around here, and if you do get something, I will let you guys know on my Telegram. But yeah, this one's just very, very bullish right now. No problem, Anita, happy to help. USD okay, sure thing. USD PLN. I can't remember the last time I looked at this pair. But we'll take a look. Okay, so wow, very, very big aggressive move to the upside there on the daily. We broke out that consolidation. Let me just get a bit of reference of where we are in the market looking at the weekly. Okay, so we're coming into this area of supply up there. Take that cross. Okay, so we did break above that area. We probably will see some continuation into those highs up there and just fill that range. So okay, so price is awfully bullish here, daily, weekly. So yeah, I would say this one most likely will continue back up to 4.25. So again, very, very bullish market here for this one as well. So if we do see some downside and we do manage to stay above this support, which is 4.15, if we can hold 4.15, I'd say look for buyers, take that higher. If you are looking for sells, I would say leave price alone for now and see if we can make it up into this area. This will be a really nice place to sell the market. You've got some nice weekly and daily confluence around there, and we could be seeing some downside on it. We have seen some nice rejection here on the 4H, big wick to the upside there, starting to see some bearish candles, and we are losing momentum. So we might see some retracement back down, but I wouldn't say it's anything of yeah, I wouldn't say the price is forming a high. It's way too early to consider this as a high opportunity and seeing prices looking for the reversal. Yes, it's showing signs that it is, lose momentum. Bears are starting to come in, bulls are maybe start to take profit. But you could have looked at this and thought that could be a high, that could be a high as well. So yeah, it could be in high, we don't know, but for me that's not enough information to consider that as a possible high. So I think price is probably getting ready to retrace, if anything, and then yeah, you could be looking for a buying opportunity to take that higher. I think I can see price pushing to 4.25 before we do see that high form or a major move down start to happen. So yeah, I would say ignore the sell for now because the price is still very, very bullish here, and I think most likely price will form some retracement to the downside. So if we can retrace down, I think there'll be some nice buying opportunities. You can take this one higher and push it. Maybe if you break through this level, then break through 4.15, then maybe we might be forming that higher and the sells will be looking better. But yeah, if you're looking for the highs, it's a little bit too aggressive for me right now. Yeah, if anything, I'll be looking for the continuation rather than the high. But if we do break through that, maybe the high will form. So do bear that in mind. But from my opinion, it looks like price is getting ready to retrace rather than reverse. Morning, Jay. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream, bro. Hope you're doing well. USD CAD has been a funny pair recently. It's a pair that I've had my eye on for a few weeks now. Ever since we come into this zone here of resistance, really, I've had my eye on this pair. Still yet to enter a trade, so it's a good sign because normally I've entered about 5-6 trades right now trying to guess the direction, but it's a sign that starting to become more consistent with managing my emotions. But yeah, with this one, it's funny because we've been ranging here. Price has given us signs that it was potentially going to break to the upside, failed to do that, then looked like it was going to break to the downside, got the close below, failed to do that. Now it's coming back down into this support, so it's just been very, very messy. I think definitely the best opportunity would be wait for the break again and then look for the retest. So if you do close back below, you would expect the retest now and then the drop, or the other way as well. If you break above the retest, then the push higher. But yeah, it's just been very, very choppy. This potentially here could be a lower high as well. Looking for a continuation. It's just very, very choppy. So yeah, end the CAD. I think I'll continue to leave this pair alone until I see it close below or above the consolidation area, and then I'll look for my judgment on that to see where price could potentially go. But as the CAD, it is on the watch list, but yeah, it's nothing that I'm getting ready to put a trade on. But I know that when something does form, I'm expecting either a move back up into this level here. So, that will be a fairly big move to catch, and also a move back down to these lows, again, fairly big move to catch. So it's on the watch list because I know a big move will happen. Normally when you see price consolidate like this, you normally see a big breakout, either up or down. So when I do see markets consolidating for a long period of time, I am generally getting ready for that sell-off or the breakup, because normally it's very impulsive, the breakout, and normally it does generate 100, 200 pips. So if you can catch that trade, that could be that one trade could pay you for the month or pay you for the week. So it is on the watch list because of that reason, but there's nothing looking good just yet. You can see here we had a massive consolidation here. We broke out, massive move up, big consolidation, well, kind of corrected nature, but sort of very choppy, massive move to the downside. So consolidation does give you big moves there. Consolidation, big move back down as well. Consolidation, big move up. So it is something to bear in mind when the market is consolidating, that yes, it's not looking good to trade, but do be aware of the breakout, because it will be a really nice opportunity. But yeah, as the CAD, not seeing too much there as well. I think the main pair I'm focusing on is probably GJ really. I think that's got the cleanest price action. Those lower highs there forming that trend line do look good, and overall the downside momentum does look good as well. I'm just looking for some retracement to take this one back up and then look to sell it off to the downside. Like I did say, I'm currently in two pound pairs, so I would probably look to see if I can get these pairs to break even first before I do look to execute any pound JPY trades, just to keep myself safe, because I will be in £3 pairs, and like I said, if anything does happen to pound, I might be on the wrong side of it, or the good side of it as well. But it's better to be safe than sorry. So yeah, pound AUD and pound CHF are currently the trades I'm in. Again, really, as a swing trader, looking to see if I can push these trades and let them play out. When I'm in, two trades at a time, I kind of take a back seat really, and just look to see if I can manage these trades, effectively, focus on them, and see if they can play out. I'm not really too keen on looking for new opportunities just yet, because I don't want to start over trading, have 3-4 positions open. Doesn't really make sense as a swing trader looking to have 4 positions open really. So yeah, trying to manage these two trades really. Pound JPY does look good. Pound JPY does look good, so if I can get them to break even, potentially look to get in pound JPY maybe, we will see. Bitcoin, we did see a nice move to the downside recently. We were looking for those shorts, because I did say on the daily time frame that because price is back beneath this level here of 60k, we've got all these wicks here to the downside. You can see here, last time we closed beneath this level, it was a false break. We closed below, next candle closed back above. Here we broke below, next candle we came back to retest, well 1-2 came back to retest, and now we've seen some downside. So I'm expecting some continuation to the downside for Bitcoin, back down to 53k, retest this resistance here, support. So we still do have a bit of a drop left for Bitcoin, I'm seeing, but yeah, we do have some lower highs here, so I'm just expecting that to continue. Of course, we've got this lower here, so if that can break, that 53k that I'm talking about will look a lot more likely. But I see this still falling to the downside. What is my idea on AUD/USD and NZD/USD? So AU and NU have been, looking back at the recent price action, has been quite clean. I can't lie. The way it's been flowing has been really, really nice pullbacks. I haven't been trading all of them because I'm expecting a lot more reversals, but with hindsight, price action has been very, very clean. So yeah, AUD/USD, I've had my eye on this pair for some time, looking for the reversal up, but price is still looking bearish. So I'm expecting price to probably come back and test this wick here on the daily and see a move lower. Price right now is testing this key area of support, which has drawn my attention. As you can see here, price respecting this area on multiple occasions. I'm considering this break here to be false because we closed below, came straight back above. So if you can get back below this area, which yesterday's candle tried to do that, it just pulled back above. So I'm not considering that a break yet. But if you can see today's candle, really close below this one, we can look for the retest on Wednesday and look for some shorts to the downside there. But for me, it's that really nice support, so we might even turn bullish here for AU if it does hold on to it. It might even turn bullish, but the price action here is very, very bearish. I don't expect it to turn bullish unless some news event happens and it pops up. We do have some USD news coming out later, but I don't think that will change too much in terms of this structure here of the market. It could do, but I don't think it will. So yeah, I'm expecting more downside for this pair. If we can get below 0.72300, which is the level I'm talking about, 0.72300, retest that, I will be looking for sells. First target will be this low, and the next target will be that low down there. So yeah, break and retest of that level, I'm looking to short it. If it does pop to the upside and starts rejecting this level, then yeah, I will change my bias to long and look for some long opportunities off this level. But for me right now, it's looking bearish. So yeah, just getting ready for the break and retest and take this lower. NZD/USD, I'm pretty sure that one melted to the downside yesterday. So that one's looking very, very bearish right now. We could be getting ready for some retracement for NZD/USD. We could be getting ready for some retracement, but it's looking very bearish, so we might not get that retracement maybe until coming back down to these lows down here. So I think for NZD/USD and AUD/USD, I think I'm just going to be looking to sell these pairs throughout the week. I don't think I'll be interested in buys. I do think there will probably be some intraday buys, maybe some medium swing buys coming up for NZD/USD and AUD, just because we've had some quite bearish price action for them, and they do need to start retracing eventually. So I think they will, but I'll leave those buying opportunities alone, and I'll probably just look to sell it back down, because what price is doing right now, I do think NZD/USD in soon come will be back at these lows here. Probably by the end of the year, I reckon price will be back at these lows. So I think from now until the end of the year, just looking to short the pair really. The momentum, what price has done in the weekly, I do think we'll see continuations to those lows. So yeah, NZD/USD, AUD/USD, probably stick to sales really. Hopefully you can see with some retracement. So like I said, we might push up like so, and that could be a nice intraday buy, maybe a couple days, but I'll leave that alone. I'll just get ready for the break and retest of this low here, and yeah, I'll just look to short the pair. If you can see some nice rejection from what's that, 0.69900, and then short it into these lows here, which is 0.68600. If I go on the daily time frame, it's pretty much just this low on the left. So yeah, NZD/USD looking for sells, bit of retracement, and I'll be in that trade if I get anything. I do like the price action for NZD/USD a lot though. AUs look good as well, but NZD/USD looks slightly better, but both of them are really the same opportunities really. AUD/USD, NZD/USD, very, very similar pairs. So yeah, they're both likely will dump to the downside. So yeah, I hope that helped. GU recovery for up, potentially for GU. I did say some buyers could be looking good, but the price action here is very bearish. Looks like we are selling off right now, actually. Yeah, so that candle that just closed there, looking very bearish. So yeah, like I said, for GU, for this one, price action is looking very bearish. I'm not interested in buyers just yet. I do think buyers will be coming along soon for pound USD, but not now. It's looking too bearish. I think for this one, I can see a push into 1.33. So I did say if we can get a nice retest of this area, which we did, but I wanted it to be slightly deeper. I do think we'll probably sell off to 1.33. We're holding below 1.34. So I think just basically hold below this area. I think we probably will sell off into 1.33 and see some new lows. Yeah, this looks like price has just formed us a new lower high in the market, what it's been doing for the past few weeks now. Another lower high there, and I think we will just create some new lows. We haven't taken out these lows just yet, but I believe we will, if not today, probably later this week. So yeah, pound USD, expecting another dump to 1.33. Not interested in buys at all, really. Yeah, I'm not interested in buys at all. Any pullbacks, really, I think it's just been a good opportunity to look for sells and take this one lower, back down to the lows. Euro USD as well, still looking bearish as well. Might see some retracement, yes, but I think it'll be short-lived. I think this one and GU are still on their way down. So yeah, GU, if you are looking for opportunities, like I said, if you can get another retest of this zone here, which is simply just this 4H support here, taken as resistance. If we can see, a retest of that zone, you can probably actually refine that a little bit using the hourly time frame. If you can see a retest of the zone as resistance, look to sell it down, really back down to these lows, and then if you want to be a bit aggressive, see if you can look to push the trade a bit further. You can probably aim for 1.33, which is the next psychological level down. And what happens normally is the way the major pairs move, the popular ones, they normally set new highs, and then when they take them out, they normally hit the next psychological level, set new highs, and kind of repeat that pattern. So 1.33 would be the next point I would expect pound to head to. No, I wouldn't enter sales now for GE. It's way too close to that support. If you're looking to sell pound USD, like I said, wait for retracement back up into this zone, which is our support time resistance. We did test it, but it'd be great if we can test it again, and then you can look to sell it. Or if we just dump to the downside, you can look for the break and retest of that support, which is just this support in the left taken across, which is 1.33550. Retest that and then sell that off to 1.3 down there. So yeah, you can be looking for sells, but you wouldn't sell this right now. It doesn't make any sense to sell that. We're coming into support. We've already seen the bearish move. You want price to retrace for you, or at least go and break and retest that level. So yeah, wait for either of those two things to happen to sell it. But yeah, it doesn't make sense to sell it right now. Okay, that's no problem. If you're not looking for sales, Eric, that's no problem. Again, if we do find support here, price could push to the upside, form a double bottom. Again, USD does need to kind of sell off. DXY kind of does need to sell off for that to happen. But yeah, with momentum and with probability wise, it's looking like price will probably break through those lows and continue further. So that's why I'm not really looking to go long. But it could be wrong. We could change bias. We'll have to see. But yeah, from what things are looking right now, the bears are very much in control. And personally, I would not look to get long. But we'll see. USDJPY, we had a big move to the upside this week. Again, I wasn't actually expecting that from USDJPY. I was looking for shorts for the downside. for this one. I was looking for the market to come back, retest some of these lows, potentially move to 112 down there. So I was expecting the bearish swing to the downside. However, price stayed bullish, failed to take out this low here. It failed to take out this low here on the left, and also broke through this resistance very, very easily as well. So didn't really give us an opportunity to get short. But yeah, price is right now very, very bullish for USJPY. It's hit 115, and I think we could be seeing price push up even to 116 as well if this price action does continue. So yeah, I can see price pushing to 116, which is up all the way over there. We do have to bear in mind that, you know, 4-hour, daily, weekly, and even monthly as well is all bullish for USJPY. So looking to go long in USJPY is kind of the best bet with this one, because you have all the time frames with you, all the momentum with you as well. So looking to go long, you know, you increase the probability of your trade working, you know, by quite a lot. So especially with this price action here, looks like we kind of had a break and retest of this level here with that wick, and we could be getting ready to push on even further. So yeah, I'm expecting price to continue a lot further here with USJPY. I'm not really looking to get involved in the buys here. It's a little bit too high up for me. If anything, I'd rather get in the buys here, but obviously I had a different bias at that time. So maybe if price was to come back down, then I'll be looking for buys. But up here, not really my cup of tea. So I'll leave that alone. But yeah, USJPY looking very, very bullish right now. It might continue a lot further, but JPY could be strong as well. So we'll see how they battle out. I think hopefully, okay, GJ is looking quite weak now. I think GJ is kind of following up pound USD is also looking weak as well. So yeah, GJ looks like potentially might sell off. I mean, hopefully, like I said, we can get a retest of that still and then drop. But for me, pound JPY is coming to the downside, back down to 152,500. Maybe pound pairs might be quite weak right now. Euro pound pushing to the upside, pound AUD still looking bearish there, pound CHF looking bearish, pound NZD looking bearish. So yeah, pound pairs overall are quite weak. Pound CADs not so bearish, to be honest. But yeah, pound pairs are looking quite weak. So we've seen some weakness in the pound, and that does make sense because last week I'm pretty sure we saw a lot of strength right at the start of the week. So I think we could be getting ready to retrace some of that price action now for pound. So yeah, for me, pound JPY, I'm looking at the sales back into 152,500. I don't think I'll be looking to enter this trade, but if we do get a retest, you know, I will probably post this on the Telegram channel. I do think it'll be a worthwhile trade to look to enter, because probability wise, everything's kind of stacked in the direction of the bears. So, you know, it only makes sense for the market to sell off. Okay, so news. Okay, yeah, we did have pound news early on today. I completely forgot about that. So yeah, pound looks like it's still reacting to the news, caused some weakness. Maybe that's probably why GU is looking so weak, whilst Euro USD is actually finding a little bit of strength as well, causing Euro pound to be, you know, skyrocketing to the upside. Which again, for Euro pound, I had a bearish bias for this one coming into the week, looking for the market to sell off again. I did say the market can hold this support as resistance, it can look for sells around here, but we might break through, and if we do break through, I do expect to see the market fill the range here to the upside, simply like so. You can see it was completing that range quite a lot not too long ago, and if you do break above 0.84 200, we'll probably push into 0.84 600, which is that level there. If not, and we respect that, I'm expecting price to sell off down to 0.83, which could be some really nice shorts if that does happen. But Euro does need to show some weakness, or pound needs to calm down, either of the two. So Lewis, are you looking to get short on pound USD and euro USD then, or are you looking to catch the reversal for those pairs? Because coming into the week, I've been looking to catch the reversal for those pairs for pound USD and euro USD. But with the price action now, it doesn't make too much sense to be looking for reversals just yet. I know it's only Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, something could happen, or we could be looking a lot different, or Thursday. But yeah, I've been looking to get the reversals, but the reversals are definitely not there. They're definitely not there to take. And just doing my analysis on the NZD USD as well. Do my analysis on the AUD USD. For me, those pairs look like they're headed to lows, so that gives me the extra information that USD will continue being strong as well. And also looking at what USD CAD is doing, that was looking like potentially it's coming back to highs as well if that momentum continues. So that's giving me more, intel that USD will be strong. USJY still pushing on. So again, USD strength looks like it's not going away just yet. So I think trying to take the reversals could be a very, very risky game to play this week. But things could change. Things could change quite quickly. Okay, so you are still looking to catch the reversal. Okay, so yeah, exactly. Price action could change quite quickly, especially with news announcements. I mean, news announcements are, probably the number one catalyst in the market to change things very, very quickly. Because there's many times when I'll be looking to trade a certain pair, it's looking like it will do this. News happens, and then my bias completely changes about the pair. So yeah, if a news announcement does cause a lot of volatility, a lot of momentum, things can change quite quickly, and then the reversals will be looking a lot better. As of right now, it's not looking like a really good opportunity, but that's the thing with Forex. Things change very, very quickly. One day you could have one bias, and then not even the next day, even sometimes in a few hours, your bias can completely change on the pair. So yeah, I do agree with you on that one. Just hopefully that news announcements could come and cause that sort of effect, because if not, I think pound USD and euro USD will continue to melt to the downside. But we will see. We'll see if that opportunity does come along. Because again, we've seen a prime example of this when markets do have a crazy dump or a crazy move up. They normally do retrace the moves. We've seen that for the most of the JPY pairs. If you look at Euro JPY right now, Euro JPY was looking so bullish off this move here, but you can see we've completely retraced the whole move, and we've been doing that a number of times. Big move up, completely done the whole thing. Big move up, done the whole thing. Big move down, retrace the whole thing. Big move down, retrace most of it. So price action does do that quite a lot in Forex. So since that we've done that on Euro USD recently, I do think we will be looking to retrace some of that leg soon. But of course, we do need to see that and yeah, you can see there the price action on Euro USD on the hourly time frame. Still looking like it's holding that resistance there. Could potentially sell off there as well, put the wicks to the upside. Yeah, it's not looking good for Euro USD. It looks like it might still see some downside. Euro USD. Do you mean will Euro USD remain weak? From my look, from what price action is giving us right now, yes, it probably will remain weak. Yeah, it's not really giving us much sign that will look strong. I know there's a bullish candle here, but don't let one bullish candle, on the 4H time frame fool you that price is starting to come up. We need a lot more than one bullish candle to tell us that price is getting ready to reverse. So Yeah, price right now still very bearish here for Euro USD. We're likely to continue lower. Yeah, we haven't had much sign that price is going to find strength yet. But again, like Lewis said, with some news events, things could change quite quickly. So, I do my analysis today. Things are not looking too good, but maybe tomorrow, do analysis again, or the day after. Things could look a lot better, and we could be getting ready for some buy positions maybe later this week. So, we'll come to the areas where I do expect buys to come in. I said 1.12. I said buys will look good from there. But we'll have to see, of course. We might not even get there. So we'll have to see, of course. But yeah, I do think the reversal will be a nice trade to take, because it should be very impulsive and should be, very, very quickly as well. Very quick move. But again, we do have to be patient with that one. But right now, it's looking like, yes, Euro USD will remain weak, but we might change. Okay, we've got US GDP tomorrow. So yeah, we should see some type of impact on that. Maybe that could give some US dollar weakness. And we do have some US dollar news again later today as well. I'm not too sure how much of an impact that will cause. Let me check which news it is before I continue. So yeah, we do have manufacturing PMI for USD. So yeah, I'm not too sure how much that will cause, how much momentum, volatility, all of that stuff. That news event will cause. It does say high impact on my FX book, so you might be affected by that, but yeah, I'm not too sure if it will change the whole direction for USD, but we'll have to see. Again, if people are in any US dollar trades, do be aware of the news coming out later. It probably will have some effect on your trade, so you probably want to take some profit, stop loss to break even. Just ensure that nothing bad happens with that one. Okay, so are you holding a short, or are you holding a long on Euro USD? Because it looks like price is rejecting this resistance here, and might still see some downside there for Euro USD. Like I said, 1.12 could be an area place might head to. It might be drawn to that. Okay, holding along. Yeah, it could be a bit tricky. Yeah, so in your position here, we do have some USD news coming out later, so do be aware of that. And if the news does push price lower, also do be careful, because sometimes it could just be a price to form a wick, take out a lot of stop losses below these lows here, and then spike back up. Again, I'm pretty sure this happened last week here. Big spike to the downside with the news, and price continued higher. So yeah, do be aware of that. We might see that spike happen. So I don't know what kind of strategy you're using to hold into your trade. But yeah, I think from 1.12 we could turn bullish. Right now, there's not much there. There's not much there to confirm us. Maybe you come back into that support, test it a few more times and hold it. We might go along with this area, but obviously we'll have to find out when we get there. And Lewis, don't worry if you're not in any trades as well, man. Don't worry if you're not in any trades, because not being in a trade is also a position in itself. Don't forget that. Don't think that because you're not in any trades, you're not making money or anything. It also shows great discipline not to take a trade when there isn't anything as well. So yeah, don't worry if you're not in the trade or not. It will come. liking AUD NZD shorts. We'll take a look at that, Melvin. Okay, so yeah, big push to the upside recently. Let's see what the day is looking. Okay, not bad. I mean, I was quite bearish on AUD NZD last week, especially after that nice bearish engulfing we had there. Didn't manage to get an entry on the smaller time frames because we kind of just sold off during the Asian session, so I didn't get any entry for that. But yeah, we have seen some retracement back up. Overall, I'm still bearish on AUD NZD. I'm still expecting price to come back down to these lows. For me to change my bias on that, we do need to take out these highs here on the left, that previous daily high. If we take out that level, then I'll change my bias. But as of right now, you know, we're still trading below that area. We haven't even tested yet as well. So for me, I'm still looking for those shorts to the downside for AUD NZD. Also, really nice move there to the upside. So waiting for price to find some resistance. As of right now, price is still looking quite bullish, but yeah, AUD NZD could be getting ready for those shorts to come out soon. You can still see, you know, push, pull back, push, pull back, push, pull back. So you can still see we're still bullish, but we're getting ready to sell off potentially. We might push into that daily zone before that happens, but yeah, I do agree with you. AUD NZD does look good for some shorts. Yeah, just have to be a little bit patient for this one. Wait for price action to come to us. Give us some nice signs first. Maybe a nice double top or something like that. That could be a nice entry signal. And then yeah, you could probably trade it back down to these lows here because we still are making lower lows here in the market. Lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low. So we are still, you know, pushing to the downside. The bears are still overall in control. I know this is quite an impulsive move, but you know, as long as we stay below that level, I do think we can come back down and see another swing. So yeah, these shorts do look good. Not yet though, not yet. Of course, price action isn't there yet for us. We've got our bias, now we need price action to agree with our bias, and then we can start looking for entries. But yeah, nothing yet there though, nothing yet. Hey William, how are you doing? Welcome back to the stream. Great to see you. Anything trade on gold? Yeah, so I said gold. Be a bit patient with gold because we've had a massive sell. Excuse me, my voice is really dry. So yeah, gold, we've had a massive sell-off recently. So I said be patient with gold because I think we could be seeing some upside soon. Again, we do have a lot of momentum here, which I do think price will eventually retrace again to the upside. But you know, price is still bearish, and we still do have to respect that. So coming to a nice area of demand, support, resistance on the left here on the 4H. You can see the 4H closure was quite bearish, so momentum is definitely still with the bears on the 4H. Hourly, we're starting to lose that momentum. You can start seeing a nice wick there, small body candle. So we're showing signs that gold is running out that bullish momentum. So I said to, I can't remember who I was speaking to, but I said, you know, wait for a double bottom here or a head and shoulders, something to form to confirm that price is finding support here, struggling to move lower, and actually will take a move to the upside. But yeah, for me right now, gold is still quite bearish. So see what happens there. If we can find some support, price starts to show some rejection, then yes, we could see some upside for this one, which again might even still be a risky opportunity. Opportunity. But as of right now, gold, there's nothing there. You know, we've got complete melt to the downside. You can see price coming back up again, but not yet though. We have to see a bit more development there to confirm that buys are happening. Hello Captain Fab. Yeah, AUDJY shorts I did say do look good. Okay, we pulled back nicely there as well, so that is also a nice sign. Yeah, so I did say, oh, that's a really nice close actually, because when I looked at this pair, I believe right at the start of the stream, maybe about 20 minutes in or 10 minutes in, I said we got some nice consolidation here on the hourly time frame. You can see there up, down, up, down, up, down. I said if we can break below this, retest the support, we could see some nice sells. And when I was speaking about this, price was trading all the way up there, so it looked like price was potentially going to break back inside. But I said if we could pull back, close underneath this level, see some bearish momentum, we could actually be looking at an entry around here to take some sells into those lows. So the fact that price just pulled back and closed beneath there is a really nice sign that price is getting ready to sell off. You could actually look to enter there. It's more aggressive. I'll normally wait for the next candle to look for momentum. But for me, AJPY is looking bearish here. Again, you can see there on the daily there, nice break and retest of that prior low here. Break, retest, throwing wicks to the upside. Going onto the 4H time frame, we've got this support here on the left, taking that across. Now time resistance, nice wicks to the upside. I'm expecting that wick to be filled here on the 4H and a push into these lows. So yeah, for me, ADJPY is looking bearish and I'm expecting price to continue. Can wait for this hourly candle to close though, see if we can get a nice bearish engulfing candle. That could be a nice entry signal. Your stop loss could be either above that double top or above the wick here, depending if you want to be a bit more aggressive or conservative with your stop loss. But yeah, looking for a push into these lows. And also, if I go on the daily time frame, I'm expecting price to get down to here, which is 82. So overall expecting push into 82 for AJPY. Yeah, if we can continue that move. But yeah, AJPY shorts do look good. I'll probably just wait for that hourly candle to close. Hey Williams, still nice, still long on USD CAD. Nice little runner there. Price is really just pushing to the upside. I was looking for some longs actually on USD CAD coming into the week, looking for price because we closed above my support region here on the left, just above 1.26. We closed above that area on the daily, so I was looking for the retest of that that resistance and support on the lower time frames yesterday. However, we just skyrocketed to the upside. So yeah, USD CAD still pumping to the upside. Looks like you caught a really nice long opportunity on that one. I think price might be actually getting ready to come back to highs, so it could actually still have more juice in that one. We're coming to that resistance there, so we'll see how price reacts with that. But yeah, USD CAD looking like a real runner on that one. Also along USDJPY, yeah, that one's still pushing to the upside there. Very strong close on that one yesterday at those highs, and I think potentially forming that next higher low. And I did say a push to 116 is what I'm expecting for price to head to now. So yeah, 116 does look good, maybe even 117. I mean, momentum for USDJPY on the daily, the weekly, and the monthly is all bullish. So you're definitely in the right direction for that one. And the USD shorts, yeah, again, and the USD shorts, I'm looking to get involved in this one later on as well. We're seeing that momentum really start to crash to the downside. Overall, I'm expecting price to come back down to 0.68056. So that's what I'm expecting NZD USD to head to. For me, I'm looking for a break and retest of this level. But I'm not too sure price will do that. But yeah, it's looking good. And I think a pushback down into 0.86600 price will probably head there. Pound AD long. Oh, you're in a pound AD long. I'm actually on a pound AD short actually, which is funny. Yeah, actually in a pound AD short, which I entered last week. So yeah, that is funny. I'm up against you. Up against you on pound AUD. Might have to exit pound AUD longs. Might be okay. I guess you might have to exit that one. But yeah, that's quite funny. I don't think I've ever been in a trade at the same time going opposite direction to you. That's quite funny. But yeah, I'm actually in a pound AUD short trade on the lower time frames, of course. On the hourly time frame since last week. So I've actually been in that trade for a couple of days now. Well, a couple of trading days. Yeah, I'm actually in a pound AUD short. Yeah, sure, no problem, Captain Fab. Happy to help. Happy to help. I'm also in pound CHF short as well. Also in this one from last week as well. Entry was on that candle, stop loss above there. And again, pound CHF give me very sideways price action, as you can see there. So it's been testing my patience. It's been testing my patience, but overall, I do have to remind myself of what my target is for the trade, what I'm expecting the trade to do. So, I'm still in the trade, looking for a push into 1.24200, which we did hit quite quickly. Did bank some profit here, big retracement on that. Looks like we are still forming lower highs in the market, so that's why I'm still in the trade. I think if we do push back into here, I might just move stop loss to break even, maybe push a bit further, and see if we can get a push into some of these levels here. But yeah, pound CHF I'm also currently in as well. So overall, hopefully for me, pound weakness will be great for me. Pound strength will obviously be the opposite. But beggars can't be choosers. Also short on BTC. Yeah, I was talking about Bitcoin as well on my weekly analysis, saying that Bitcoin could be getting ready for a move back down to 53k. Which is this significant high here on the left. Looking for a price to retest it. But a really nice support going across here. Prices broke through that. We put so many wicks into this region of 60k. So many wicks into this region. False break there. Closed back above. This time we had a true break of an actual break, a retest, and I was expecting price to continue to the downside and come and test 53k, which is this price swing high over there. Well, 52,980, but practically 53k. So yeah, Bitcoin for me overall looking like it might have a bit more retracement in it. It might retrace past 53k, but I think that's my target for the retracement. It might come back down into 48k, which is this level here, and then find support. Either which way, I think Bitcoin will see some downside before it does find some bullishness again. Okay, looking for 49k. Well, yeah, I did say I just said that potentially might come back down to 48k or 49k ish, which is that resistance there turn support, because we do have, of course, this bullish price action here, which didn't really see much retracement. So yeah, we might even come back down and test this level down here. Again, didn't mean to put that dot there. We might come back and test that level there as well before we turn bullish. Again, the only reason why I choose 53k because it's the first level, before that level, and it's also the stronger level out of the two as well, because a stronger move. But price might want to move a bit further, come and test 48k and then turn bullish, or 53k then turn bullish. We'll find out when we do get it. It's just that 53k comes first, so it might be a nice place to take some partials, or move your stop loss or whatever you look to do. But yeah, one of those two levels, price does look good to bounce from. Okay, so it also lines up with the 200 EMA. Okay, makes sense. Nice confidence there as well. Always nice to stack some confidence on top of it. But yeah, you can even see from the weekly point of view, very nice bearish engulfing there. So even from a weekly point of view, and we're also throwing some quite aggressive wicks to the upside there as well. So even from a weekly point of view, it does look like momentum is dying out. And the more I look at this from the weekly point of view, the more I can see that 48k coming through. Price might want to go retrace these two bullish candles there, that 1, 2, go retrace some of them, come and test that, and then turn bullish. But also 53k is something to keep note of as well, because we might find support there and push on there as well. So yeah, either which way, Bitcoin should be seeing some downside with some retracement. So I don't think it's going to be the cleanest price action in the world. I say that we might just melt, because I do suspect it's going to be retracement. But yeah, Bitcoin is looking like it's getting ready to fall a little bit. But yeah, AJY is looking good. Hopefully we can get a nice bearish engulfing there. And if we do, I might post that on my Telegram channel actually. So when the stream ends, I'll post that on my Telegram. I don't think I'll enter it though, because like I just said to you guys, I'm currently still in pound CHF and pound AUD as well, which is also another AUD pair. So I don't think I'll enter it, but if I wasn't in those trades, you know, and if we do get a bearish engulfing, I'll definitely be looking to enter that trade. We've got confirmations from pretty much all time frames that price is due to make a move to the downside. So really high probability move for shorts for AJY coming. Just need that confirmation. Just need that confirmation candle to get short, and it's looking good. Again, stop loss could be either above those 2 wicks there if you want to be a bit more conservative, give yourself some breathing room, and then kind of like a set and forget strategy. You set the trade, you forget about it, come back in a few hours, check to see how it's going on. Or you can be a bit more, if you've got a bit more of a risky appetite, you can put your stop loss just above that wick there, which means that you're more likely to get stopped out on just a random wick. But obviously you will maximize your risk reward a lot more, and obviously you make more profit if it does play out. So it just depends how you want to play it. Yeah, we do have lots of news today and tomorrow. I mean, because obviously for your USD CAD position, you're definitely in profit a long way. I mean, you can see it both ways really, because you're in profit a long way. So you can either see, okay, I'm just going to take the profit and and exit the trade because I've obviously caught a nice runner, or you could look at it as I've got a nice runner already. I can move my stop loss maybe slightly past my entry price and just see what happens, because I know whatever happens, I will bank profit on this one. But yeah, some of your other trades that are close to your entry price, I mean, it's up to you really. I mean, you do have the advantage because you enter on the daily time frame that you do have slightly wider ranges of stop loss. So, you know, the chances of you getting wicked out on a wick caused from the news is quite slim. But sometimes news can actually cause a move in the opposite direction for a day. Before it does continue. So it all depends what the outcome of the news is, of course. But yeah, it just depends what you what you want to do, which is of course, yeah. If your stop loss on USD CAD's in profit, if I was you, I'll probably just leave that trade. I'll leave that trade until you get a signal to exit, or hit your TP or something. Because it's also very, very stress-free as well. You just let it go, you've got a nice runner, let it go. But the other positions, it's up to you, how much risk you're willing to take on. Because obviously the worst outcome is that they all turn around and go against you. The best outcome is that they all go for you, of course. So it just depends if you're prepared to take the worst outcome for potentially to have that best outcome. Sure, no problem, Captain. Yeah, of course, it's always better to react. I mean, I'm pretty much based my trading strategy around reacting to price. Because again, I know some people that will obviously have certain buyers coming into the market and they only trade that way, which is good because it means that if price is looking the opposite way, say if you have a bearish bias and price is looking bullish, that means for as long as that time it remains bullish, you're just staying at the market waiting for a bearish signal. So it gives you quite a black and white vision, quite black and white perspective on the market. It's either the market is trading in my direction or it's not. But if you do that to change your bias and react to price, it means that you do have to stay on the ball, but it also means you can really maximize your potential because you're willing to trade in both directions. And react to whatever price is given you, So it does mean there's a lot more to profit from, but it means that you have to, be extra focused as well. Okay, 5% on USD, that's decent. So yeah, you could on the other hand look to can't get my words out. You could look to bank that and then just say you're done with USD and move on to your other positions. Or you can leave it to run. I mean, yeah, that's the only thing about Forex is that, I mean, you just have so many options to do. Like, there's so many options, different ways to manage a trade, different ways to exit, different ways to enter, different ways to do that. So there's so many different ways to do stuff, and because there's so much choice, you know, people struggle, and it causes a lot of stress. And you know, I understand that completely because, you know, I experience that stress as well, because you're not too sure if you should manage it like this or manage it like that. So yeah, I don't know. It's up to you. It's a tricky one because USD CAD could still go bank you another 5% on top of that 5% already. Because looking at USD CAD on the daily time frame, momentum's looking good. It's breaking through, you know, level after level. The next place is here. Yes, we might see some retracement, but I think price is probably moving up to 1.29 really into this area of wicks. That's where I'm seeing price heading towards for USD CAD really, back up to maybe not 1.29, maybe 1.28, 250, or at least 1.28. That's what I'm seeing price head to. Or maybe you could look to close some partials off and leave some to run. Again, another possibility, another option. Too many options here. A bit like NSG. But yeah, USD CAD still looking bullish here. And if I was in the trade, if I was in your USD CAD position, I'll probably look to hold it through the news, which I pretty much do for all my trades. But I know you do like to close your trades before the news does come out, which is kind of a tough thing because looking on the daily chart, you know, it's quite hard to have a trade that, you know, completely avoids news, because some weeks there could be news pretty much every day, so it's difficult. US 30, we did see some nice downside for this one recently. Back into this area, so it's hit my target that I've had for US 30 for a while now. And we're trading around here. Instead, I do expect US 30 to come back and retest this level of 35,600. So I was expecting price to come here. Price has finally made that move, and now it's starting to put some really nice wicks to the downside here as well, back onto this level. So we might be seeing a bounce to the upside, because again, you know, US 30 overall, very much a bullish market. We still do have this area potentially down here, which price could come back and retest. I wouldn't be surprised if we do see price break through that, come into this area before turning bullish again. So that is a possibility. But we're holding this area quite well with all those wicks there. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, not this current candle, still yet to close, but we're putting a lot of wicks. So if you can keep that price action up for a few more candles, I would say buys are looking good for US 30, and I would say a push into this support here, taken across at 35,950 would be the first target. Maybe we might turn bullish all the way, but I wouldn't be surprised if we drop to come back down to 35 down here, because again, we didn't really retest it, and it's a very strong level as well. So yeah, if you break through that, back down to 35, hold it, back up to 35.90, 35.900, maybe even highs as well. But if that price action does continue, I do expect to see it move up. If we just melt through, then we're likely to head to this area here. Hey Dominic, what's going on with gold? Well, gold just completely melted. Gold completely melted to the downside. So yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting this to happen, to be honest with you. For gold, I was expecting for price to come into this area, you know, come back and retest it, see some upside from here, and I was actually expecting price to go bullish. I think I am still expecting price to come back to 1900, but we might do some craziness here first before that does happen. So gold has come back into a key area of demand here in the market, which never got retested. We broke through, never came back to revisit it. This is our first revisit of this area. So I said to the guys that if we can hold on to this level here, I can see some upside for gold, and look for gold to retrace some of this price action here. But overall, there's nothing really there yet. We need a little bit more development there, a bit more price action to give us a sign that gold is hanging on to this area, which is around 1793. If gold can hang on to this area, and then we can look for some buys. But yeah, gold's had a complete meltdown really yesterday. Broke through a very key level that I wasn't expecting it to do, but gold had other plans. So we'll see what happens here, and if we can hold on to this, we might come back and retest the underside of that level. But yeah, as right now, I'm not really looking to trade gold. I'll leave gold alone for at least a day or two. Look to see if price can form, then maybe we can have some buying opportunities later on in the week. Yeah, we do have news again today, so yes, we do have some US dollar news that might again impact gold as well. So if you are looking for longs today, or if anyone's in a trade today with USD, do be aware of that. But yeah, we do have some news today that will probably impact gold some way, somehow. I'm not sure if it's up or down. But yeah, for me, I'm giving gold some breathing time after that move. I want gold to find some support somewhere, point out to me its next direction, and then potentially we can look for some trades, whether that's continuing to go lower or to return back to some highs. But yeah, I think I'm going to take a back seat for gold. Yeah, we do have some USD news, so gold should experience some sort of impact from that. Like I said, whether it's up or down, I don't know, but we will find out. Pound is still looking weak, coming into those lows. I'm expecting the new lows soon now for pound. Past this point here, we'll be expecting new lows. Euro, what's Euro doing? Yeah, Euro selling off from that resistance. Nice break and retest of that support, time resistance, selling off again. Just continuing that overall US dollar strength theme. How is it? AUD/JPY looking. AUD/JPY is pushing its head back above that. So again, if that does close like that, that will invalidate the trade. Need price to pull back and close bearish. How are my trades doing? Pound CHF pulling back up there. Again, overall still having those lower highs, so nothing really to worry with that candle. Still expecting price to sell off. Pound AUD, that was looking okay as well. It looks like potentially putting a lower high there, so still expecting that sell off. Again, these are swing trades, so it's not really trades to check on every 30 minutes, every hour. Let it breathe, give it 2, 3, 4 hours room first before coming back to check on it. But yeah, we'll see how these positions get going. NZCHF, can I go for buying now, or we'll take a look at NZCHF, let's see. Okay, so NZCHF coming back down to lows, putting some nice wicks to the downside there on the 4H. Obviously this candle hasn't closed yet, so we can't consider that a wick yet. Hourly is definitely running out of steam. You can see all those candles squeezing together. Probably look to find that a little bit. Yeah, it's very, very aggressive if you are looking for buys. Very, very aggressive, but I wouldn't look for buys here for NZCHF because one, we do have a bearish market. You can see lower lows and lower highs, and two, don't really have enough price action for me to say we don't even have a bullish engulf either. So looking to buy that is just way too aggressive. Wait for price to push, probably confirm support again, and then you can look for some buys after that price action forms. At least wait for a double bottom, I'd say. Wait for price to test it once, which is doing now, push up, come back down, hold it again, and then we can see some buys there. It's just too aggressive now because overall the market is in a bearish trend. So looking to buy that is going against the trend, and it doesn't make too much sense. So yeah, I wouldn't say there's no real buy there for NCHF. And you play the waiting game for this one. But I do agree it's in a nice area. I mean, if you see more rejection from that, maybe this 4H candle closes as a doji as well. Probably could look to get long after that. But yeah, it's just too aggressive now for longs on the NZCHF. Sure, no problem, bro. US 30, yeah, US 30, just analyzing that one. So yeah, US 30, as said, we'll come back to a very key level here on the left, 35,600. Prior resistance on the daily, just taking that across and see if we can hold this for some buys. Going to the 4H, you can see we just put a really, really nice candle here on the 4H. Nice wick to the downside. Definitely taking so many stop losses below this low. Put it all the way back up and actually close bullish. So I think if you can remain holding this support, which does look likely, probably push back into this area here. Really nice support there. The 4H will now be turned resistance. So yeah, look for some buying opportunities there for US 30. Maybe if you push up, hold again that support, retest it. You can look for buys there. Nice, something like this. Stop loss below. And then look, we'll push into that area, and then if you can break through, I think we'll probably start making our way back to the highs. So yeah, you can look to hold that trade a lot longer, push into some of these levels here on the left, maybe even further as well. But yeah, for me, US 30 looking bullish, hold on to that level. I see a push into 35,930. Break through, then I think we'll come back down to 35, which is this daily level here on the left, just taken across. So break through that 35 if we hold, looking at some upside. So yeah, I hope that analysis helped. Yeah, we were looking at AJPY. That one's not looking too good anymore. That hourly candle close was great. Still got 7 minutes left. A lot can happen in 7 minutes, so we'll see how that hourly candle closes. CHF JPY, that's some really nice wicks to the upside there. So it looks like CHF JPY might see some downside. Again, I'm expecting most of these JPY pairs to make those moves to the downside. CAD JPY, again, looks like a little bit bullish still, but I'm still expecting price to sell off. So hopefully this could be some retracement for us, for price to turn bearish later. So looking for price to come back, retest that, and then fall. So again, if I do get anything, guys, I will let you know in my Telegram group. So if you haven't already, go check that out. Feel free, the link's in the description. I post trading setups there. I'm currently in £CHF and currently in £AUD as well, which I both posted on the Telegram. So feel free to go check that out. Link in the description. But yeah, AJPY not looking too good with that hourly candle. So we'll see how that closes. Might be a trade, might not be. GJ, again, still looking for a test of that area there. So hopefully you can get a nice test of that today and maybe an entry later. So just put some wicks into that. Nice bearish candle formation. We'll look to get short, and targets will be this support here at 152,400. So yeah, expecting another dive to the downside, £4 JPY as well. We'll be looking for some entries for this one, and I will give you guys the heads up if we do get anything. But yeah, I think most JPY pairs will be looking good for moves down. The only one that doesn't is USD-JPY, and we know USD-JPY is a slightly different pair to the other JPYs. USD and JPY do normally have quite similar strengths quite a lot of the time, so it's a lot more choppy. It doesn't move as smoothly as the other JPY pairs. Sometimes they don't always move in the same direction as well. So yeah, USJPY for me is still looking bullish. USD is still looking strong. So I do see more upside for this pair. Whereas the other JPY pairs, I'm looking at price to come down. Of course, I could be wrong. No one can always be correct with their bias, but I'm expecting the JPY pairs to sell off this week. So that's kind of the main move I'm looking at to get involved this week. These JPY sales. If it doesn't happen, if we don't get any good setups today, most likely we'll get one tomorrow. As the CAD looking bearish there, I think this pair could be getting ready to sell off actually. If we can break through this support here on the left, break through that, I do think we'll probably sell off to the downside, come back, retest it. That'll be a really nice sell opportunity. We take this much lower. I do think NZD and AD weakness will be the theme for those pairs for the next few weeks now. So I don't think I'll be looking at buying or selling any NZD or AD pairs. Yeah. I wonder when EU and G will give us a set. I mean, isn't that the million dollar question, Lewis? When they'll occur? I mean, at the end of the day, you just need to make sure that we're there to catch them. We're there to catch them. Most likely they'll occur sometime between the London session and the New York session, sometime this week. So yeah, I don't think they'll happen today. I think it's too early today. Price action doesn't look good yet, so I think most likely probably tomorrow, or maybe the day after. NZD-USD. Yeah, NZD-USD, I'm bearish on NZD-USD. I'm waiting for this one to retrace. I understand why you're looking to go long, because we've had such a big move to the downside. So you do expect it's time to see some retracement for this one. You expect to see some retracement for this one, but for me, the bearish, the momentum, what the higher time frames are doing, it's very bearish. So I'm not looking to go long. I did say earlier that we might see a potential move to the upside to come back and retest this, but for me, I'll just wait for that to happen and then look to short it back down, because I think that's still the bigger move in the market. Despite already seeing such a big move down, I think this one still does have a long way to go. I'm expecting a push into this low and that low within the next few days, maybe weeks as well. So NZD-USD will come into this support in the left. We might see a bounce from that, may not. Like I said, I'm not really looking to get long on NZD-USD. So yes, we could see a bounce. Depends what type of long position you're looking for. Whether you're looking to hold a position for an hour or two, or 3, 4, 5 hours, or if you're looking to hold it to it for more than a day. If you're looking for just a few hours, yes, there might be a long position of one of these levels, this support here. If not that support, there might be a nice bounce from those levels, but I think the real move is still with the bears. So your best bet is waiting for that retracement to happen, and then getting back in with the bears and really looking to sell that down. I'll be looking for a push into this area and then to sell it, but we might not see that retracement, but if we do, I think the sales will be looking good. I'm so tired of it. I mean, Lewis, the trading, mate, is a lot of weight. In fact, with trading, you'd be doing more waiting than you'd be doing trading. You'd be doing more waiting than trading. I mean, if you're getting the feeling that getting tired of waiting, that's also a good sign, because it means that you're staying patient to a point where you're actually feeling discomfort for all the waiting. But you know, you don't want to be constantly taking trades in the market, you know, giving yourself stress, having your P&L go up and down, up and down, up and down. Rather just wait for the good setups, wait for what you're looking for, and then take the trade. Is that a double top on GU on the daily, or do you mean double bottom? Yeah, Lewis, do you mean double bottom or double top? Or do you, okay, so do you mean this? Yeah, that is a double top. Price test it once, test it again, sold off to the downside. Yeah, that is a double top. Oh, double bottom. It potentially could be double bottom, but we don't know yet. We don't have enough information for us to look for double bottom. We have to see price develop a lot more, show a lot more rejection, so that we can't break through this level. Because right now, you know, we're just coming back to test this level for the first time. So yes, you know, if we do form a double bottom, this is where we would form it. But price hasn't told us that it's going to break through or hold this level yet. So keep an eye on price action from there. If we start rejecting that, putting wicks like we did here, just move that out of the way. You can see all those wicks there. If you start doing that here, then yes, that double bottom will be looking good to form. But right now, this is the first test of it. We have no idea what will happen. Price might just break straight through, or the double bottom could form. So we'll keep an eye on price here. Double bottom may form or not, but like I said, momentum is not looking too good right now. It might just break straight through, but if we can hold it, we might see that push. Okay guys, it is come to 12, so we'll be looking to wrap up the stream. Again, I do live stream Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. GMT. So if you are new, now I will be live again tomorrow and the day after, and I do look forward to seeing you guys there. You know, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, leave a like to the video if you haven't already. If you do enjoy the video, guys, you know, leave a like. It does really help the channel out, helps promote the content. And I'm forever grateful if you do. But like always, we'll do a quick recap of some of the pairs we're looking at to trade later today / later this week, and also any trades I'm in as well. So like I said, GU still looking bearish. I said if you can get some retracement back into this zone, there might be some nice selling opportunities. Yes, we could reject the support, but we haven't had enough information yet to say if we will reject it or not. You know, this is our first test. We need a little bit more than that to understand if price will hold on to this support or not. So GU potentially, if it breaks through, we'll head down to 1.3. If we can hold it, we might looking for that reverse back up. So keep an eye on that area, and we'll see if we get that break or not. Like I said, currently in pound CHF shorts, which I entered there on the hourly time frame, looking for a push into 1.23. So yeah, I'm currently in this trade right now. We'll see how this one plays out. Again, very, very sideways price action, but you know, just trying to stay disciplined on this one. So looking good overall, putting in these lower highs in the market. You can see here, lower high, lower high, lower high. So it means that the bears are in control and is pushing price in my direction. So as long as we keep that up and price doesn't push up and takes out that lower high, we should melt to the downside here for pound CHF. Pound AD still looking good here. It looks like it's put in a lower high there as well recently. So I'm looking for a push back down into 1.84200. Again, I was in this trade since last week. You can see this level here, you know, very big push. I'm looking for price to start to retrace back down. Also, price is in a very key level on the daily time frame. You can see if we look left, key support down the left, now time resistance. I'm looking for price to show a nice reaction towards that. So yeah, I'm in pound AUD and in pound CHF. and we'll keep an eye on this position. We'll see how it plays out throughout the week. Again, I probably will be in this trade throughout the week, so we'll see how it goes on for tomorrow. AUDJPY, let's see how that one closed. Okay, so AUDJPY closed back above. That doesn't look too good. The break and retest still could come back in. We could still close straight back below, but now we're waiting for momentum to come back through. We saw that momentum here with the bears nicely this morning. Price is looking a little bit bullish now, so we need to see the bears come back and take control again, and then we can look to short this one back down to lows here at 82,200 and potentially hit 82 down there. So looking for shorts for these JPY pairs. AUDJPY does look good, but we need to start seeing that bearish momentum come in. And if I do get anything, I will let you guys know. And I'll post it in the Telegram. No worries. I did analyze US30 for you, so don't worry. But yeah, AUDJPY, we'll be looking at some sells if we can see some momentum come through, but so far nothing there yet. CAD-JPY, again, another JPY pair, looking for those sells. Really nice support there, turn resistance, looking for push into this level down here at 88,800. So a long way to go for CAD-JPY for me. Need some retest of this key support here, time resistance, see if we can get some price action in, and I do see price falling a lot lower. So that's what we're looking for CAD-JPY and AUDJPY. Pound-JPY, also looking for that retracement back into that nice support there, and looking for the sell off to those lows. Like I told you guys, JPY pairs, I'm pretty much bearish on them. Well, bullish on the JPY currency, but bearish as an aspect those pairs to be falling. GJ, AUDJPY, NZDJPY, CAD-JPY, I do expect them to be falling, except USDJPY, because obviously that is partnered with the USD, and USD has been very bullish recently. So this one's a bit of an outlier for that one, but yeah, we'll be looking for those JPY shorts, and like always guys, if I do get opportunities, I will let you know. But yeah, it's the end of the stream, guys. Leave a like if you did enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already. Do really appreciate that, guys. I really am grateful for all of that. But nonetheless, have a great day. Enjoy your day, and I hope I do see you guys tomorrow for another live stream. But yeah, have a great day, guys.